We're here with Ellis Coleman, who's getting ready for the Armed Forces Wrestling Championships. Ellis, I mean, you've been in the military for a little while. Talk about why this is such an important event for the athletes and for the branches of the service.
Yeah, for first thing is we all get together, every branch, every service, has their own thing, their own moral, their own fighting words to go by. And, we have Marines, the Air Force, the Navy, the Army. And, as far as before competition, a lot of people don't get along. We fight and, we have our thing because we're Army. Marines have their thing because they're Marines, and a lot of branches like to think that they're tough. Their branch is more tough than every other branch, But this one common goal we got together, we fight for our country and serve our country. And it's good that we get to come together and compete together and under the same gathering and under the same, same common goal and same thing that we do together.
So as an Army team member, I mean, they've won 15 in a row. Hey, you guys come in as the favorites. But is there pressure on you guys to continue that excellence? I mean, it's not easy. I mean, these other branches, they're training real hard, right?
I like to say pressure's more on Coach, for us to do that. He holds that title, and it's pretty prestigious, to win that many times straight. And us, for the athletes, our job is to carry our own ruck, and compete as good as we can at our weight, and do what we got to do at our weight when it's our time to step on the mat. Do your job, get the job done, and the next man do the same thing. Everybody follow suit, and we come home with the same victory again.
Now you tend to make your name as a Greco wrestler, but get and go freestyle here. And obviously you did it in high school. You've done it since you've been in the service a little bit, but tell about the approach to freestyle, since that's not the style you're trying to win the Olympics at.
It's always good to grab legs a little bit and wrestle freestyle and have fun. The first year I wrestled freestyle here, pretty fun. I lost to Sidoris actually in a coast match in freestyle, and I always love wrestling freestyle. I get to change it up a little bit, and mix it up, and it's a whole different field than Greco-Roman wrestling. But yeah, I mean, it's better than doing the same thing all the time.
So you made an Olympic team when you were pretty young, right? Went through last Olympic cycle and weren't able to make the team then, but you're into another Olympic cycle. Are you committed to another try? I mean, is Ellis Coleman looking to make that Tokyo team?
Yes, sir, 100%. 2012, I made the team then. 2016, had my whole quad, was battling injuries the whole entire time. I wrestled 1 year, actually. 2016 itself was the only year I wrestled healthy and got back on the mat. Now, I'm starting to quad off well, injury-free, and, I want to just look forward from here on out and keep grinding and try to make that 2020 team.
So 66 kilo, is that kind of what you are now?
Same weight.
You're able to get big. I mean, you're a tall kid, and you've built a lot of muscle, but that's the weight that you're at right now. How do you feel there? I mean, you had to make weight right here for actually 65, right? So you can wrestle freestyle.
Yep.
How do you feel at that weight?
I feel great. They're talking about new rules and coming in favor, people weigh in the same day and wrestle the same day and weigh in the next day. So, I mean, obviously, I love that those rules came to take place because I'm growing into 66 weight class. I'm still growing into it, and coming up from 60 kilos, it's been a great weight class for me, for these past few years, Like I said, I had a bunch of injuries, so just being able to stay healthy and stay solid at my weight class, I'll be fine, and I'll continue to grind it out and do what I got to do, take care of business.
So people still look you up on the internet with the flying squirrel and all kinds of stuff, but I mean, you're a serious Greco-Roman wrestler with a ton of technique and things. What do you think is your best attribute going into this Olympic cycle as far as your wrestling?
As far as my wrestling going into this Olympic cycle, my best attribute is my feet, grinding on my feet, keeping my feet moving and pushing the pace. I'm an athletic wrestler. I can do athletic moves. I do throws and whatever. Here and there, a bag of tricks. In my back pocket. But for me, my biggest thing is my grit, my grind. When I'm fighting, when I'm picking the intensity up, when I'm pushing the pace on that person and moving my feet at the same time, keeping them off balance. That's the best thing, and that's what I'm going to use this whole quad. That's what I plan to use as far as I can. I mean, as long as I can while I'm wrestling this quad up to Tokyo. Keep grinding on my feet, push the pace, move around, keep them off balance, and then points will be scored afterwards.
And when you're wrestling well, you are scoring points, right? I mean, you seem to, even when you're coming through Greco, the pipeline, to have joy and wrestling Greco and competing. You still feel that joy even after
Yeah.
you've been they'd have to call you a veteran, even though you're not an old man, right? I mean, but you've been on the circuit for quite a while. Do you feel like when you're wrestling well, the joy that you did when you were a kid?
Yes, actually, I've always had fun wrestling. I've been wrestling my whole entire life. Sometimes I feel like I'm defined by wrestling because I've been doing it for so long. But it's always going to be fun, because this is where my passion is, this is where my heart is, and this is what I know. And I'm going to continue to have fun wrestling until the day I die. And just look forward for this competition and have some more fun. And on to Croatia and Denmark afterwards.
So how's family? I mean, talk about that. Life's more than just wrestling, more than just service, right?
Yeah, so outside of that, married for 3 years. I have my wife, my lovely wife, Adai. She used to wrestle, actually. She's for Cuba, 48 kilos. And we have a daughter, Ellis Coleman. Might be a little wrestler coming up, who knows. She's a year and a half, and everything's been great so far.
So I mean, when you get home from a hard workout, is it great to have the young one there?
It's awesome. There's nothing better than waking up and her being so excited to see her parents every single day, and her being so excited, not knowing what's gonna happen, or what we have in store for her every single day. She's just excited to see us and have fun every single day in the house.
So if you were going to tell somebody that had some time tomorrow why they should be watching the armed forces, what's so cool about this that maybe people don't know?
Well, I mean, what I said before, emphasizing, the nations, all these branches of our nation getting together and competing, and then two, you get to watch the Army team win the 16th title in a row. I mean, who doesn't want to see that? Who doesn't want to see back-to-back, or even outside of that, who wants to see people get upset and stuff like that? And then three, which should have been first, you get to watch me wrestle. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, hey, is there anybody on the team that we don't know about, a young guy or a new Army person that we should be watching out? I mean, I know Mike Fulfinger's starting his Army career. There's some others. Who on this team should we watch out for that might be one of the newer ones?
Hooker came in. He made a bang at Olympic trials a little bit, upset Sadorus, but he hasn't been on the senior level for too long, and he was hurt a little bit. You haven't seen him at all this year, so Hooker's definitely going to be a guy to reckon with, a guy to watch. He's exciting. He gets to hit a few throws. Every once in a while when he's wrestling. Really exciting wrestler, really good guy. He pushes the pace and he steps up. And then as well as Toby coming in and winning nationals, who was gone for a little bit. Toby's a great guy to watch wrestle. And as far as our team, everybody's been on the mat. We got a solid team all around. Everybody knows Havasoff. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows Sheridan, Myers, everybody on our team. So Ender Meza came in through all Army.
Right.
He's a big 96 guy, smaller, stocky guy, but he's also another thrower who's pretty exciting to watch. So.
Well, we'll get to see some good stuff this weekend, huh?
Yeah, awesome.
Well, hey, I really appreciate it. I look forward to both days of your wrestling, man.
Thanks.
Should be a lot of fun.
Appreciate it.